Okay, gonna do some mass movement, do some compound training. So starting off with a clean and press. Gonna probably end the session with some hamstrings, some hams. Love this exercise, absolutely love this exercise. As you can see, I got the weights stacked beneath my feet because I don't like to, you know, some people, they like to put the weight on the ground and then lift it back up. There's maybe a reason why they do that, but I just don't do it. I like to keep my movements solid and continuous. So I got a high platform beneath my feet, got the weights stacked underneath them, and that way I can bring it lower or than if there was a floor there, you know? So I'm still getting the benefits of someone that actually puts it on the floor, but I get the continuous motion. So it's a good way to do it. You know, you don't need to use weights. You don't need to use the discs, the plates. You could use all of those step-up things or whatever. I just find it easier and more sturdy with this. Don't want anything to slide out underneath my feet while I'm doing this sort of movement, lifting this sort of weight. So I've never really watched any videos or tutorials or had anyone teach me how to do this correctly, so if I am doing it wrong, I do apologize. But I go based on my feeling. I do keep the bar as close to my shins as possible when I'm bringing it down and up, if you see. For me, it's just more of a natural movement to keep it like this, so I do stick my ass out a little bit as I bring the weight down. I put a nice swing on it when I lift it up, and then a nice push as it, so I stop it at the top of my chest and give it a nice push. I lean back a little bit when I'm pushing up, but some people lean back a lot. But I kind of try and keep my core as stiff as possible so that I'm getting the full benefits of the lift. Also, this is one of my favorite exercises too, the sumo deadlifts. Same again, keeping the bar really close to my shins, bending my knees. I'll do a tutorial, maybe breaking down like an advanced tutorial on exactly how I do this exercise, where I position my shins and so on. But I generally make my feet go wide, wider than shoulder width obviously, and I line my shins to a certain point on the bar, on the Olympic bar. There's usually like where the grips separate and stuff, there's usually like a little marker that I use. So when I get someone to film me in the gym, I'll do an advanced tutorial on how to do these, but just make sure your legs for now are as wide as comfortable, and I do keep my hands quite fairly close when lifting this, like quite inwards on the bar. And I squeeze the hams as I lift them. I consider this like a kind of hams but also lower back sort of exercise. My deadlifts when my legs are together I really struggle with for my back. That's why you see me doing a clean and press, because that's pretty much my deadlift. I struggle with deadlifts, so when I started doing sumo deadlifts, it gave me an element of deadlifts once again. So I really love doing this, but my close deadlifts I just don't do it anymore. I just prefer doing it this way. I go up to about 25 kg on each side. I'm on 20 kg in this video, but I don't really go much more than that at the moment. Some people do like 40 kg on each side and stuff like that, but I just keep it easy. I don't want to risk any back injuries. So I'm on the leg curl, hamstring curl, whatever you want to call it. You'll hear me in a few videos when I'm doing it. I do this quite often now. I do this at least once a week. It was a machine that I used to struggle with, like many others, like the house squat machine and so on. But this one I used to struggle with, and you know, I want to get rid of my chicken legs, so I'm doing everything. And this is something that, if you do struggle with it, if you get like hamstrings lock up or cramp very easily, just keep doing it. You know, each week do it consistently, and it gets a lot easier, and you begin to be able to pile up quite a bit more weight as you go along. I like to do drop sets on this. I like to start off fairly heavy, go a bit heavier, and then go all the way down to like a hard lift one. And I mix it up a bit. Sometimes I do one leg, I isolate the leg. But I usually isolate during the end of the workout when my legs have nothing left. That's when I isolate them just to get that extra burn. So you're more than likely to see an example of this in this video. Be nice to hear what people think about fish oil and cod liver oil and omega-3 fish oil and things like that. I supplement them every day. I've been doing it for well over a year. I really love it. It's like I don't notice any benefits from it when I'm on it, but when I stop taking them, like if I just forget to, like I run out and then I don't go to the shop for like a week or two without them, that's when I know that. That's when I recognize the benefits of using fish oil and stuff. It really does give you that sort of, I don't know, my joints just feel better. I get a bit more cleaner recovery, and just like for my face and stuff, I just feel a lot more better. You know, it's one of those fats that's really good. I like it. It's like having a car and you oil it. Like I take coconut oil, not as often as I wish to, but I do take coconut oil. I eat with olive oil, so I get various amounts of different clean fats. I started eating guacamole. I make that and I eat that pretty much every day with my meals. The fat from the avocado, you know. But the point I'm trying to make is, so that's my oil for the car. But you know, if you oil your car, sometimes every now and again you might need a bit of an injection. Like you get the injections that you put into the petrol tank, and it just helps your car perform well. When you buy, like, instead of getting regular petrol, you get like the high end, the high performance one. That's how I view fish oil. It's just one of those essential fatty things that is one of them essential fats that just gives you that extra like performance, you know. And another thing is, I never get flus or colds, and even if I do get any sort of like thing like that, I feel a bit run down or whatever, it usually goes within a day as long as I just rest. So I think omega-3, since I've been taking it, is just really good for like the heart, and I personally think it helps the immune system in some form of way. So I swear by that stuff. But give me your thoughts on it. What do you think about fish oil? Do you think it's another thing as well? I've heard people say that fish oil is good only if you get the expensive one, because they're way more better than the cheaper ones. But I kind of mix and match, and I don't really notice much difference. You know, I take the expensive one sometimes I run out and I'm in like just a normal store and just be like, you know, let me just get the cheap version. And I buy the cheap version and I still get the same think you get the same benefits. So here you can see it's really light. The weight's so light it's flicking up on its own. But I'll tell you what, my legs are just contracting, it's still burning, you know? So onto the other hamstring curl, leg curl, whatever you want to call it. This is the machine I used to run away from. Oh my god. I used to do like one set of this and my hands would just lock up, they'd just be cramped right up. And then, you know, I'll just be like, every time I do a workout, even if I train legs, I'll be like, I'm avoiding that machine. I'll just be like, oh, there's no point in me doing that. I'll make some excuse in my mind not to do it. But now that I'm taking my legs very seriously and training my legs a lot more, rather than being like one of these punks in the gym with big arms and no legs, I've become disciplined with this machine. I do this machine once a week as well. So hamstrings, if you're like me, you've got chicken legs or you don't train legs seriously as you should, as you know you should, get on the hamstring machines. Because you do see benefits from them very quickly as well, you know, like even me, my legs take ages to grow. Well, ages to grow in comparison with my arms and my upper body. But I have noticed major differences in my hamstrings since using these machines, as well as squatting and stuff. But I've seen a lot more definition in the hams. You know, I'm getting little lines coming through that I never noticed before, and they actually feel better when I actually grab them. Like, you know, like when you get a big girl and you're like, let me grab this girl's thighs. Like my thighs feel like the big girl now. I'm like, ooh, I got some thighs now. You know? So definitely don't neglect these machines. These machines are, you know, purposeful. They achieve what they set out to achieve. It's very cool if you've got a gym where you've got these isolated as well. This machine is so complicated to isolate because the right leg, you've got that big bar there. So when you put it to the side and you just do the left leg curl, it doesn't really work. It gets in the way and you'll end up with unbalanced legs. So I just do both feet on this machine. You can see the weight, the support on the ankles is flicking by itself, so you can see I'm on a really light weight. But I'm telling you, man, it's killing me. It is killing me. Okay guys, don't forget to subscribe.